What's up, YouTube? It's your man Stevie B, and I'm gonna give you my review of Kendrick Lamar's GNX. GNX. I was going to say Generation X. Hold on. GNX. Generation X. GNX. He's from Generation X. Like, I'm still thinking, like, this shit is crazy. Okay, so for the haters out there, I understand why you hating. You know why? Because your ears are not trained to listen to LA rap. This album is a hood, gangster, extortion, gangbanging LA project. I'm not even gonna call this an album. I guess we could call this an album. This is a very LA album. Super hood. And not only that, Kendrick is a Gemini. He always mentions he's a Gemini. And I'm not well versed into astrology, but I do know Geminis have two sides. Two sides. We're seeing the gangster, the hood side of Kendrick. Whacked Out on Murals, the first track. He's setting the tone. Hey, I don't fuck with none of y'all. It's up for everybody. Wayne, Snoop, Drake, Cole, everybody's getting it. Everybody. Anybody that I have beef with, they getting it. Hell, I saw a tweet that said it might have been a diss to Lupe Fiasco. Because Lupe Fiasco made murals. And Kendrick said, hey, fuck the double entendres. This is straightforward. Lupe is known for his double entendres. And I love Lupe, by the way. But let's keep it a stack. This man, I got medicine stuff in here. This man is coming after everybody in the first track. On the first fucking track. He's telling y'all, look, this is what it is. I'm standing on business. If you got a problem with me, you got a problem with me. And it's up. Ain't no forgiveness. Ain't no piecing it up. It don't sit right with me. He's letting you know right then and there. He's letting you know. There's no peace into this. There's no, hey, just chop it up, let's talk. No. There's none. And then the second song, we got Squabble Up. We've been waiting for this song since Not Like Us video came out. Squabble Up. Fire. That's going to be on ESPN. That's going to be on everything. Another ode to Los Angeles. That's an LA term. Squabble Up. Time to fight. Squabble Up. This song was promoted for months. Luther with SZA. Fire. Fire. That's a smooth R&B soundtrack. Him and SZA sound really, really well together. They fit. They complement each other. You know, Kendrick has like a soft R&B voice, kind of rugged, but SZA just flows through it. I got my notes, so I got to read this shit. But it's smooth. It's melodic. This song is for the ladies. And there's one line on that song when he says, she's a fan, he's a flop, they just want to kumbaya. Nah. And I think the mole might have been SZA. Shout out to Deontay Kyle. Deontay Kyle, he proved that. He said, yo, SZA might be the mole that exposed OVO. And I wouldn't be surprised because that's some LA shit too. Men at the Garden. Nas's one mic. That's Kendrick's one mic. That's Kendrick's one mic. If Kendrick rapped on one mic beat with the same verses as Man at the Garden, you couldn't tell. It would fit perfectly. But this is K-Dot's version of one mic. Now, there's songs on here, and I'm not going to sit here and lie, that sound like it's soundtracks to crime. It's soundtracks to gangbanging. It's soundtracks to let's get active. You know when LA niggas be like, yo, let's get active. Let's get active. Let's get active. Hey You and Peekaboo are those two songs that sound like, yo, let's get active. Like, imagine walking down Figueroa, imagine walking down Compton, Watts, the jungles, and you're just a regular person, and all you hear is, or peekaboo, did peekaboo, peekaboo, and then peekaboo, better not spell out my name. Like, bro, those records are LA game banging music. Do not go to LA right now. Just don't go to LA right now because it's just a lot of shit that's going on. Like that, those two records, which I love. Like, I think it might have been, yeah, Hey You. No, is it Hey You or Hey Now? Let me look at my notes. It's Hey Now. Let me know, anybody that listens to YG. Y'all remember that album For Real, For Real? He had a song called In the Dark. Does Hey Now and In the Dark sound similar to y'all? Because that's the vibe I got from that. Hey Now, it was more gangster, more dark, more ominous, more sinister. Like, oh my goodness, this Hey You and Peekaboo, hood anthems. Dodger Blue, that's the older LA. Kendrick dissed the transplants that live out there that complain about LA and stuff like that. But Kendrick loves his city. He's going to defend his city for a while. Reincarnated. Excellent writing. He gave you a theme of each verse representing different celebrities. The first verse, Jackie Wilson. He was talking about Jackie Wilson. The second verse, Billie Holiday. He was speaking about her and her experience. And then the third verse was Kendrick talking to God and Lucifer. Just come on, bro. This is a good album. This is a very good album. This is what I expected from Kendrick. But this was a very, very different approach. He wanted to stay LA. He wanted to keep it LA, which I'm not mad at this at all. The best song on the project, in my opinion, TV Off. Come on, bro. Come on. And Kendrick knows what he's doing when he was screaming, Master! He knows what he's doing, screaming that. He knows that the TikTok memes, the Twitter memes, the YouTube memes, they're going to go crazy. They're going to go crazy on Reddit. They're going to go crazy on the internet. He knew exactly what he was doing. So that song is going to go viral. And I would love to hear that in the Super Bowl. That's my favorite. That's my favorite song on the project. TV Off. Mustard. Salute to You. Another LA anthem. The Hard Part 6. Which he pretty much explains why him and TDE had a fallout and why he left. It's because of him. It's because of Kendrick. He tells you that at the end of the verse. Like, yo, he want to be an exec, and my creativity split up our group. But he gave props. He's gave props to Absol. He talks about if J-Rock got signed, that means he got on. That means everybody wins. He talked about how Q was inspired to rap by him, and Rock and Steelboard Q was like, "Yo, I'm homeless, but we gonna make it," and stuff like that. It's just that brotherhood. He talks about Musa. He talks about D-Man, rest in peace. He's talking about TD as a whole, and he's very grateful for that. So he's honest and said, "Hey, because of my creativeness, you know, I had to leave, but the reason why the black hippie shit didn't work is because of me." And I respect that. The honesty. And a lot of people say the next track is probably the worst track, GNX. But this song is growing on me. It's growing on me. Shout out to Hitter J3. Shout out to Peso. And shout out to Young Threat. Like, even the features, they snapped. Like, the features on this album was really good. It was really good. They did exactly what I expect them to do. Very LA, very hood, very gangster shit. Like, this was a gangster-ass album. And then the last album, Gloria, He talks about Whitney. He talked about Whitney. That's Whitney. Whitney. He refers to Whitney's as his bitch. Now, that's some gangster shit. Imagine calling you. I mean, you could. I've said this before. I've thought about this before. If you love your woman and your woman loves you and stuff like that, and y'all comfortable enough to say, "Hey, you're my bitch." Like I always thought that. I always thought that shit was romantic. maybe I'm just a weirdo, but I always thought that shit was romantic to me. But yeah, Gloria was just an ode to Whitney. Now, is this Kendrick's best album? No. Do I think this is a prelude to the album that's going to come out whenever? Yes. This was an ode to Los Angeles. This was Kendrick saying, this is for LA and LA only. LA and LA only. This is for Compton, Watts, Long Beach, South Central, the Jungles. This album was made for them. I love it. And if you don't like it, I understand it. Or either you're just a Drake fan, which that's understandable. But even academics was like, man, this is a good project. This is a good project. This is a good project. And I can't... Listen, the only cons to this album is, I guess, is you got to train your ear to listen to what they're saying. It can come off as kind of repetitive, especially with the sound, but you got to remember, this is LA. This is how they listen to the music. This is the sound of West Coast. That's the sound of it. So if you're not used to that sound, or you don't like West Coast music, of course you're not going to like it. But, man, this is his negative side. This is Kendrick's ignorant side. He only talked, what? Is there any positive music in here? Probably Gloria, Luther, and I guess the Heart Part 6. That's somewhat positive. You know what I mean? But if I had to rate this would be like an 8.5 out of 10. I could definitely work out to this. I'm definitely putting the majority of these songs on the workout list. And I got a fucking snot in my nose. But I can definitely work out to this. I can definitely see this in my workout playlist. But this album is a great album. Is it his best? No. But I want to wait for that other album, because the snippet that came out yesterday, that wasn't on this album, GNX. So whatever album he got coming next, I'm looking forward to it, and that's gonna be the one. He gonna win Grammys. He gonna win an Oscar. He gonna win an EGOT. He's gonna win Academy Award based off that album, because that's the album I think he's gonna be snapping on everybody. So that's my review for GNX. I will see you guys later. All right. Like, share, subscribe. It's your man, Stevie B. I'm out.